is up, everybody? Road Diversity here. We are back with part two, I guess, of this Asgardian deck. Oh, sorry, let me get the deck up on the screen for you guys. So I still haven't even renamed it yet, but it's essentially an Asgardian deck because I had recently got Thor. Thor's like the last pull 3 card I got. I talked about this in a part 1 of this video. I mean, this could be unlimited parts, but anyways, I mean, no, I don't think anyone uses a deck that long in Snap, but it's just a 2-part of this specific deck. But in the first part, I talked about, how I got Thor pretty much through the token shop. It was like the last card I got, so it's fairly recent. Have been having some success with this deck, actually. So just want to showcase it a little bit more. As you guys can see, just kind of Iceman Cord, some very annoying 1-cost drops that are going out there on the early play. I'm not big on my 1 cost, so I just kind of go for the most annoying ones unless they have a purpose in the deck. Ongoing deck, I would have maybe like Ant-Man or something like that, right? So, but specifically this deck, the 1 cost had no real cause or concern or purpose. But they did have to be on reveal just in case I had to use them in combination with Wong. That was the one exception. I said I do want to make sure whatever the 1 cost is, it is on reveal, not ongoing. And these are the most 2 annoying on reveal 1 cost that you can possibly use. So yeah. And then Psylocke. Reason for her is mainly purely just so we can potentially get off Wong on turn 4. Other than that, like, there was really no other better 2 costs that I thought that I could just throw in there that fit this deck. But she is really there, like I said, to potentially get Wong off turn 3. Then we could potentially play Thor turn 4. So we do a little reverse on the turns. If not, then we just play Thor 3, then Wong 4. I mean, so only thing good, only con to that play actually is that you play on Wong earlier. He can get shut down pretty much faster, and that could ruin a lot of stuff, especially if they Cosmo. Like, if they Cosmo turn 4 as I'm pinning Thor down, that disrupts a lot of stuff. So that would be very annoying if that happened. But hopefully we do not run into an incident here today. I have not run into an incident, but I have run into a lot of incidents where Wong gets stolen, where it be or it just shut down, whether it be Enchantress, Cosmo. It's so many, because you literally the 2 big tech cards that shut down things like on reveal and ongoing abilities can stop Wong. So it's kind of because he's shut down pretty readily in the meta, especially against tech cards like Wong and against Enchantress and Cosmo, and don't even come across a rogue. So Ironheart and oops, let me get this clear. So Ironheart, Wolfsbane, they are really here for Odin Wong combo. So you really just kind of throw out. So say you already see Wong and Odin in your hand. You're gonna just put Wolfsbane and Ironheart down, even if they're the first cards you play. Even though these are not first cards you play drops, but they will be when you have Wong and Odin, because they'll still get reactivated with Odin, and the Wong's gonna duplicate it. So they're gonna reactivate 4 times. So it's still very useful, even if you gotta make sure you already have them 2 cards in your hand though before you do that, or not. If not, you might just kind of want to say those in the back, maybe for a turn 6 or turn 5 play after Wong has went down. And like I said, we're really gonna get to all this. And then Shang-Chi is just a solid save coverage for any of those big decks, because we're not the highest outputting. We do not output too much power. Now, we definitely can Wolfsbane, Odin combo, and you got Thor on the other side, and you get a hammer down as well. You can really output an insane amount of power, but it takes the right situation, right? So let's go ahead and jump to the game. But yeah, we just kind of counter our weaknesses, which is the off chance that we don't really get that Odin set up. But with Wong, we're still good. We're set up pretty well. We can easily win without getting Wong or Odin in the right deck. So in the right against the right deck. But if we don't get Odin or Wong and they have like all their cards, that's pretty unfortunate. Okay, went to Shang-Chi does perfectly fine just because he usually doesn't come out till turn 5 anyway, so that's a-okay with me. So we're gonna go ahead and pit. I hate revealing such crucial information so early, but we're gonna go ahead and just capture this spot so he knows. Don't even play a card there. If you do, it's cool. We have Odin there. Oh God, is that the same one? What's that? Okay, a rock to the losing side. Do not care about that. So if I knew it was getting Wong this turn, I would have played Psylocke last turn, but it's a-okay. We do not need actually what we do need is actually I know we do. We do want to guarantee center, so is this fine? Is this a-okay, or should we wait to? Yeah, this is actually fine. And you end up getting rocked because we win the middle, so that's a-okay, worked out just fine there. Okay, and then we get the hammer pretty early. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna throw Wong down. Or do we need to pit Wong down? See, okay, actually we pit Wong on Zabu. We know he can't use. We know for a fact he cannot use Enchantress on that side. So unless you, but this is with Zabu. I wouldn't be surprised to see an Enchantress. That's why I'm trying to go ahead and trying to avoid that. So here he would have to essentially shut down his own Zabu with that. So we can actually what is this? I was like a Devil Dinosaur deck potentially. There's a lot we can do here. And we have Shang-Chi in the back too. There's a lot we can do here, like on this Wong right now. I'm trying to debate, do I want extra energy next turn? I do know we need to probably potentially screw their hand up here. And then we really probably should save that for Odin in the back, because we can still make almost any play we want next turn, right? We're not going to use... I think we need to leave that middle open. But he goes first here, which could be crucial. Actually, we can just go solid middle. So, yeah, so definitely. We're leaving that middle open. Okay, I was expecting him to come out. I was expecting that. So if we hit the other Devil Dinosaur, it doesn't really matter. But we potentially screwed anything else they had going on. So, and Psylocke comes out. So, and then, okay, dang it, how much? Darn, the fact that we're really enabled here with the fact that I was hoping to get Owen, but that Iceman the Iceman cost us a little bit here. Actually, I cost myself here. Instead of putting Wolfsbane down when I knew I should have threw it down, that was costly. Because we could have really guaranteed that. Far right with Wolfsbane there. But this is gonna have to be okay. So let's see. Oh, and he goes first too. And his Shang-Chi comes out. Okay. And we do not win at all here. There's the Enchantress. So they're both gone on that far side. I should have I called they had Enchantress with a Zabu. It's no way. I don't know why I didn't expect Shang-Chi either myself. I personally should have waited to put down. Yeah, I should have definitely waited there. That was my fault. I seen when I saw Zabu, you expect certain cards. Expect an Enchantress. For sure, expect that Enchantress on turn. If you see a Zabu, expect Moon Girl for sure. I mean, not expect her, but Shang-Chi and Enchantress are just #1 cards in a Zabu deck. You just know they're coming. So I should have seen all that coming. It's actually my fault. On that L, we could have prevented that quite a bit. So yeah, we have the Wong. So let's go ahead and do this play here. Actually, we're in really good shape. We don't even, that is a-okay. You blocking that is so okay right now. We already have the Wong. Only thing that could have made this deck better right now is Odin and already in hand. Oh, okay, that just made the deck worse. Gosh, darn. Okay, well, we can do this actually. Yeah, that +5 over there. Zabu comes out. He can get. He already snapped too. Cause I see now why he probably snapped. He can get 2 off. So I guess we could go. I mean, we have one option literally. Well, we have a few actually. Wait, this is turn 4. So what we could do is Korg, Wolfsbane. Actually, that might be the actual better play. To guarantee that. Wolfsbane. If he doesn't go middle, he has to. Okay, I mean, if he has 2 4 calls, he's in really good shape here with Zabu, which I'm sure he wouldn't have played Zabu. He might have had no other 3 calls in his hand or anything like that. But the chance, it's just tempting. Because if we went, this gives us the bigger, like if we end up tying, this gives us a better cost here. But he has to secure that right spot. I'm sure he's gonna secure right and middle. But all right, let's just do it. Let's see what he does. And he went middle. Of course he did. I knew it. But we couldn't really secure middle anyway. But Crystal, yeah, we weren't securing middle. Moon Girl, of course, because of the, of course. We couldn't do anything about that. Our hand was just so bad. We actually should have retreated instead of losing 4 cubes there. But I had faith that we could, if we at least tied, I have faith that we could, we would win the tie. So, but you really don't want to quit too much. But like there, when I saw Zabu, I should have known two 4s on a 4-turn game is going to be crucial. So, all right. So what this is, Raptor. We can't do nothing. Play 1. I'm already looking, scoping out what we can do. It sucks when we get all 3 or at 3 calls. This hand right here is exactly why sometimes I'm like, why don't I ever play Silver Surfer in this deck? Exact reason why I asked myself that question. And I guarantee we're gonna get all level 1s later on here. If we can get Wong next, that would be great. Okay, Odin comes down, and we're actually, that was probably the worst possible card that can come down right now. And he gets, oh, okay, leader does, okay, well, he lost his best card too. So, interesting. And we get the Wong too, so we're actually in really good shape here to make some plays. But here's what we're gonna do. Thor. We're gonna Thor now. Wait, does leader? Yeah, leader doesn't take effect here, right? I'm just making sure of that. Thank you, Cosmo, for coming out so early and revealing yourself. So that was really great of you. Do not play Cosmos that early. Why would he play his Cosmo that early? I have no clue. It's not even the right side. I mean, it's just so much there that I don't understand. Thoughts here, guys. I think Korg is he would be such a late play, but I mean, we have no reason not to use him. I think Ironheart does better here for us. We definitely want to help secure that. I'm just paying Korg just because we don't. The extra 2 gosh, no. Well, it's not too bad. Not too bad, but. And did he just play Daredevil on the final turn? What the heck? Okay, so we still win middle almost essentially. So this is the play, and then to secure that far right, it doesn't really even matter who we play. Wait, is Daredevil ongoing? No, that's not. So many of these that need to be ongoing abilities are not. So it doesn't even matter who we put on the right either. At like all. But yeah, go ahead, Rogue. No effect's gonna take off. It doesn't matter his final turn anyway. And we essentially win this because I think He just is so yeah. I was gonna say Thor. That should have been enough for Thor, right? Yep, yep. Magneto. He pulls nobody good because Magneto does. Oh, he couldn't. His arm. I was gonna say his arm reveal didn't even go off, which he probably. It didn't matter wherever spot he went to anyway, but he couldn't even go off. I think a lot of people play Cosmo. What's so funny, and I've done this myself, not to make fun of anybody, is they'll play Cosmo, and they'll end up playing a card on that spot, forgetting all about Cosmo was there. I've done that so many times. I'm like, all right, here we go, Cosmo. But I was like, wait, why did my effect do anything? And I was like, oh, because I have a Cosmo right here on turn 6. So I've lost probably 1 or 2 games doing that, thinking, like, I'll pre Odin down or something like that, thinking Odin's going to save the day, not realizing that Cosmo was sitting right next to him. All right, finally a decent turn 1 hand. This is the best time to get core, because I think the chances of them grabbing a rock now is like 1 out of. When you play them turn 1, I think it's a really high chance of them grabbing the rocks. Okay. It's got to be a destroy deck. Got to be. I was gonna say there's really no other option. It's never. It's always, in my opinion, like, there's never really a card that you just want to put in your opponent's hand. But I don't really see any negatives in putting Colossus down. But he is playing a destroy deck, so yeah, he doesn't really benefit from it unless I might regret this later. But I don't see any really benefits, and his hand's gonna probably fill up pretty darn quick too, with a Sentinel. Okay. I'm seeing a play here. Since I don't care too much about. So, okay, what's the play here? Actually, we could. Okay. Let me think. And then Jane Foster on that far right. Yeah, I think that might actually be. I was gonna say, let me not give myself rocks just yet. I'm gonna do this Wong Odin on that far right, and then I think Jane Foster on turn 5 far left. Thank you for the rock, sir. How many? Well, I still drew there, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Only one card I could. Like, I don't. It doesn't look like he has like anything like Cosmo or Enchantress. I don't. From the deck, it looks like. This is it's definitely a destroy deck. But why would? Was he gonna? I don't know what he could potentially run on that far right. Maybe a Carnage, or Venom wouldn't work too well there. So I don't know. Just trying to figure it out. There's a Carnage, so I guess. Okay. Gave me another rock. This guy, and he gave me a high level Carnage too, honestly. So. I'm not going to give it back to him. I might play a final turn. But what's the play here? Jane Foster. But what we really could do is the Carnage play. We can make our own Carnage play here. Two, 1, 1. Wait, which would be easier? Yeah, this is better than Jane Foster. Yes. Just gave myself a crap ton of rocks though, but yeah. Other than that, we are in good shape here. I maybe should have left 1 rock for next to Colossus, just so he could get that when Ironheart goes off here, that boost can help. But yeah, we're alright. Anything else? There's nothing else we could do here. Jane We could play Jane, but I mean that does nothing. So here, just gonna run the Shang-Chi. I had a feeling of that. I honestly had a feeling. I said, what are the chances that Shang-Chi comes out here? And apparently it's very high. So we have to really just pray. Because this is going to go off a few times. So he just has to get hit. So this goes off twice. So he has to get 2. We need him to get hit both these times here. Oh, the RNG did not. RNG didn't. Was not in our side. I had a feeling of that. I was very much wanting to leave a rock next to him just to help out on that. Is this why he was so willing to give us Carnage? You know, if he mentally had thought this out, that this is definitely I'm gonna make him make this turn 5 play. I don't think anyone could have thought that far out, but he definitely had gave me a good setup to throw Carnage out there. He gave me rocks. He gave me Carnage at a high already power. So he set me up pretty good. And we had our own. If his Carnage was just any bit higher, we would have probably put the same move on him, oddly enough. So very, very, I don't want to say well thought out, because it could have just been a string of luck. But yeah, a lot of times the map would save people there. I think we was in good shape to win. But I think him giving us those cards really hurt us, especially since he had the go ahead turn too. So I should have just probably played Carnage and just some other cards instead of that. I should have played Carnage and left him at that power. I don't think I needed to boost him up anymore. So my bad on that. So here we're gonna Korg again. Nice. They're guaranteed to grab some rocks. Almost guaranteed to grab some rocks. Okay. This is looking at the map already. We're really hoping that a Jane Foster comes out turn 5. Yeah, because he's gonna see our turn 5 anyways. So, I mean, this is probably the worst time to ever play I thought that was an unrevealability. I could steal it or so. Sadly enough, we really can't do too much here, because yeah, that's about the most we can do. I was gonna say Owen coming down would be nice too, to clutter his hand or screw whatever's in his hand. But if he doesn't play what's in his hand now, he probably would never will. So this would have been a perfect play if we had long Thor in our hand. So we might even have to, depending on what he throws out here, we might even have to quit pretty early. So just to be honest here. Okay, Storm comes out. So, and what, like a 5 power? Okay, 4. So, and we tie. Interestingly enough. Sunspot. So he's in good shape here with Sunspot. Is Sunspot an ongoing too? No. So we couldn't even steal that if we wanted to. He goes first, so we can't even use Rogue. So this would be a miracle play. Okay, and he knows we're playing Thor, so I mean, okay, this was the okay turn anyway. Oh, Rogue wouldn't have worked anyway. I forgot he had Daredevil, so he was gonna know exactly what we play anyway on that turn 5. So Rogue would have not worked even if we had 1 second, because he could have just made sure he didn't play anything counter. This is nothing really to be too stoic or shocked about here. But Thor comes out. We're guaranteed the hammer, or guaranteed to get our reveal off. Okay, and then Enchantress comes out, which was pointless. So we did not get the unfortunately did not get the turn. So this is looking like the play. I mean, yeah, okay, he just quit. Good. He had a worse hand than us. But that was, I was gonna say, our only play option there was to own Prey, because the own. Okay, so I mean we was in, yeah, because he was down one of the, and we tied in the other two locations. So that middle play guaranteed, almost guaranteed that we would, if they did absolutely nothing, it would guarantee that we probably won. Potentially. I guess Ironheart had a good chance of not hitting that far right side. But if Ironheart just hits that far right side once, we had a good chance of winning that. But the higher cost card he played there, say he can't guarantee that spot with Sunspot. Then Sunspot guarantees that spot if he could play a low cost card. He can't guarantee that spot if he plays anything super high that would drain all his energy. So he was kind of in a tricky spot there. Now I'm not sure if he knew I had Odin in the back or what, or if he just didn't think he had any chance of winning at that point. But yeah, I wish I could. A lot of times I wish hands were revealed after you retreat. I sometimes wish that was the case. You could. I wish you had a one cost here instead of rogue, but it's all right. We'll throw Colossus out. Oh my gosh, I really wish sometimes I could steal that ability with rogue. Return it to your hand. That actually might work okay with Psylocke. Oh, okay, that's gonna suck for us the rest of this game. And okay, yeah. So yeah, it's not looking good for anybody here. There's no purpose in me using. I mean, maybe I could. No, double Thorn Curve. Does that really do anything? Getting two hammers potentially. If I had Jane Foster and I knew I would draw him on turn 5, I wouldn't mind running that play. Double hammer. Actually, let's just do it. He's gonna keep like Scorpion anyway, so it's not a bad play actually. I'm not, like on this map, like right now with the negative already, it's not a bad play to just keep Scorpion, but keep Scorpion there, and yeah, you get technically you get so we have to go ahead and put Thor down, because just in case we get Jane on the next turn. Okay, so we get a hammer. So actually, we're in decent shape here because we can just make this play. Actually, let me go ahead and snap here. That's kind of funny. We can just make this play twice, so it's kind of really funny there. We get double energy next turn, so yeah, this is kind of funny. Kind of funny. Everyone gets the chair. Oh snap, I almost cussed there. That's A-okay, by the way, so I'm not gonna complain, because I know our scheme we're running over here, so yeah, you're right. I mean, you have no way of really countering that. I'm gonna say, and you gave us an extra turn. I think what we would have done there, I'm trying to think now, is I guess we would have wonged for sure. We had 7, so wong there for sure. Energy. I think we had 7, right? It looked like we had 7. We'd have wonged there. I'm trying to think what Wong and then, I mean, we definitely could have played. Yeah, I know we would have got Wong down. I think we would have put probably another, for sure, hammer in the middle for no reason. It's at 0 cost. So Thor was finna just get stupid boosted for no like cost there. So we like the perfect, it lined up so absolutely perfect there. Couldn't even ask for a better thing. I think another Ironheart I mean, was Wong really necessary? I mean, for turn, yeah, for sure. I think for turn 7 itself, Wong would have been needed. So I think, yeah, because he would have just helped. So I think another hammer down. Obviously, it was free in the middle, and I think because if we was at 7, we could have got another Ironheart off too. So yeah, that would Ironheart Wong. Yeah, that would have been a combo because we wouldn't even need the extra. We wouldn't need Psylocke there either. So yeah, that would have been for sure the combo was as Wong. If we was at 7 like I thought, which it didn't, yeah, because it went to turn 6, and we had that +1. Yes, it was definitely 7. So, yeah, Ironheart, Wong, Hammer would have went middle, Ironheart would have went middle, Wong far right next to Thor, and we was ready to run that. We was gonna run their pockets on the next turn because we would have did the same play, but Ironheart and Hammer on the right, and it would just been GG. Ow, it's so rare that I thought that was the crappy situation until we pulled Hammer. I was like, oh, this couldn't get any better. It couldn't get no better after the Hammer came. But anyways, man, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was really fun. Thor, I feel like Thor decks are so fun. The biggest problem is the Hammer itself is a 0 cost. You might as well think of it as a 0/6 because it is 0 cost and it gives Thor +6. It is. But the only risk is how do you get this hammer? So you can look up and just pull it, or if you got Jane Foster, you're guaranteed the hammer if you already have Jane Foster in your hand and Thor. So you see that? I'm not even worried how I'm gonna get the hammer. I'm gonna get the hammer. The question after that is really, am I gonna be able to amplify this hammer with an Odin or with a Wong or anything like that? But for sure, there is a lot of if you don't got Jane Foster, it's a lot of, man, am I going to get that hammer or not? So, but when you get it at the right times, it's very great because it costs nothing to play. But yeah, like I said, the only thing this deck is missing is really to booster Jane Foster. I think another 0 cost, like another 0 cost would help, but it doesn't really matter in this deck. To be completely honest, it just doesn't completely matter, make a difference. Because I mean the extra 2 or 1 power from a Wasp or what's his name? It's actually what's his name gives you -1 or something like that when you play him, don't it? Or -1 to all cards at this location. The Killer Yellow Jacket or so, I believe is his name. Let me actually look. Let's look real quick. I don't have them. They're like, what are these 4 cost cards? I'm surprised these cards aren't in early game. I'm surprised these Wasp in a Yellow Jacket. Yeah, I said that right, I think. I'm surprised these cards are. I guess they're in pool 4. I don't know. Yeah, affects all other cards at this. Affects your other cards. So I thought it said all. Affects your other cards at this location -1. So unless you play him early, he's actually like not. Is he not worth it? I guess if there's no other card there, I don't know. I guess you could partner him with Colossus and so. But anyways, I think he has some benefits. A 0/2 is definitely better than nothing. Especially, I think he would be okay. If I got either one of those, I think I would throw them in a deck immediately. Just for Jane Foster to give us more options on that turn 6 play. Because they'll be free cards. But at the same time, I just don't see any real use in them. So yeah. But yeah, anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed, man. This deck has been a lot of fun to play with. I just thought I'd get some more content for you guys real quick, just while I had the time. But yeah, I've been enjoying the deck, man. I hope you guys are liking the content, man. If you are, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'm trying to climb up in the rank, man, on this collection level. I feel super low compared to even some Smurf accounts for other players. I'm like, man, I'm like crazy low when it comes to the grand scheme of it all for a lot of the older players. But I came up like 3 months late, so give me a little slack on where I'm at right now. I'm not welling on the game. I'm not spending any money, so everything is been come. I can't say I'm not spending any money. Only I'm buying the season pass because I think you're actually doing yourself a disservice if you're not doing that. Because if you're putting a lot of hours in this game and you're not even claiming all these rewards, it seems like a disservice not to have that. And I feel like you get your money's worth in it. Things like that too. So, anyways, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, man. Real Life Versus, we're out. Peace.